Oh, that is hot. I just poured myself a fresh cup of coffee. Hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic dinosaur breakfast. Munching on the potential. 3 bowls of porridge, an artifact from the wilds of Eldraine is, well, it's a little bit of a wacky addition tonight, but I'll get into exactly why I kind of wanted to have a little bit of fun with this flex spot. If you're wondering what that title is all about, dinosaurs of course munch on things, and I do tend to munch on my opponent's life total quite a bit, especially last night's stream. My goodness, that was a doozy. Oh yes, Punk Monk, thank you for that. I'll definitely need it. Hopefully flying up quite nicely into Diamond. I'll definitely be crossing my fingers. I mean, should be good. Just the classic fantastic Stampede Dino Destruction. But 3 bowls of porridge, is this simply just a wacky addition? I was looking for a good thumbnail, an artifact, easy to cast with Cavern of Souls, that sort of thing, something different than Archdruid's Charm. And when I saw this, I just, boom, I knew how I could make that thumbnail stick. The little dinosaur behind the table, tilt him on a bit of an angle, just kind of like he's excited to eat porridge, because dinosaurs don't really eat porridge. I just thought it would be pretty cool. Cost 2, lovely stuff. An artifact, food, you pay 2, choose one that hasn't been chosen. 3 bowls of porridge. 3 bowls of porridge. I swear, I like porridge, but it deals 2 damage to target creature. Take out the little creature, artifact, aggro, something like that. Or we can tap a creature. Boros Heroic, tap it down. Tap the big thing, whatever is the biggest thing, and save us from taking a big chunk of damage. Or we simply sacrifice it to gain 3 life. So a nice little package. Lovely art. It's not the best thing. It's definitely not the best thing, but it's not the worst thing. And I just wanted to have fun. This spot, like I mentioned, 3 or 4 at the moment. I'm not super worried about anything in general. Aggro is, probably the roughest, I would say. But Extinction Event, if we can get that early enough, that could possibly sweep out a lot of the aggro from an opponent, and it doesn't care how big they are. Tear Asunder, again, you exile a non-land permanent, any permanent, there you go. It doesn't get a better catch-all for one single thing than this. Pretty good. Versatile. Hornet Queen as well, which I might switch out Hornet Queen, we'll see. But overall, I feel pretty confident against anything I'll face, so have a little bit of fun. Slight bit of fun, but not completely wacky fun. It's just continuing with Ghlata Stampede Tyrant, counting down the days until Vaultborn Tyrant. A lot of Tyrants, my goodness. This is a Tyrant, Carnage Tyrant is a Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex is almost Tyrant in its first name there. Continuing though with the Underground Mortuary. I might switch up the lands a bit, maybe look for lands that do a particular thing. I got to admit, the Restless Cottage, I still have not made it into a creature quite yet. I may have forgotten about making it into a creature at some points, thinking, oh, I don't have any dinosaurs in hand, I can't do anything, when I could have potentially made this into something. We'll see. Maybe a man land, maybe some sort of utility land, but definitely something that at least taps for green, big time. I still want to keep Archdruid's Charm as consistent as possible. Of course, Cavern of Souls is not, the best for Archdruid's consistency. Seeing that 3 green that you need to cast it, I think it's alright. And I think we jump right into the matches tonight, a little bit faster than some other nights. Should go for a record. Talk about the deck for 20 minutes, which I definitely would be happy to do if any of you guys have questions. Watching right now, later on. Hopefully it's going good for you. Whatever it is, join the Discord if you haven't already. But, playing first. Love it. And, this is an interesting one. there's a very real possibility. I would expect a Commune or Sylvan Scrying or an Archdruid's Charm plus another land. But 2 Sunken Citadels, I gotta try it. I absolutely have to try it. Oh, I can't risk that. All we have to see is Castle itself, Sylvan Scrying itself, or a Commune to dig for that. If it's a Thoughtseize, that's not much of a problem. I expect it's going to be Thoughtseize or Duress. That'd be nothing to discard because it's all creatures. Oh, that feels, man, that feels good. Hashtag pre-recorded right there. Man, oh, I love it. Oh, Prosperous Innkeeper to boot. I mean, we do get a little bit closer to Prosperous Innkeeper is not going to die at instant speed. That is very interesting, very telling, I think. They didn't use the Fatal Push of Fable. If this is Rakdos there's the Cavern of Souls, so we are definitely getting there. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Oh, yeah, that's good. And there is one point I want to get to. I want to make maybe a separate video about this point, this thinking. I only have 1 or 2 lands, and I have so many big creatures. I have nothing that searches for lands, and it doesn't seem quite good. But there's one part of the deck that at some point I won't want to see any more of, which is lands. But I would always want to see lots of creatures to keep beating up the opponent. So if I have a lot of lands and things that search for lands, Sylvan Scrying, very quickly I can be flooded, and I won't have a ton of creatures to elevate the potential of what the deck can achieve. Do I want to save myself taking 2? Maybe. I might be gaining a bit of life next turn. I'll wait. Okay. Sadly, no lands. I would have kind of expected land by that point. Castle Garenbrig for sure. We'll be blocking with Prosperous Innkeeper. See if a Sylvan Scrying was sent to the bottom. It's always interesting to see what we might have expected. Yeah, that Archdruid's Charm would have been pretty good. No, that's all right. We'll get him. We're not dead yet. And it does look like it's just regular Rakdos Midrange, which I'm perfectly happy to face. Certainly a little bit less aggressive than vampires. They don't have that big flying creature. I would expect they kill Prosperous Innkeeper now. I bet. Maybe they were thinking I would block that goblin, but we'll block the Graveyard Trespasser. I saved myself from taking 1 less damage overall, which I'm perfectly happy about. It's a little bit better. I didn't honestly think the Innkeeper would survive to this point. But, hey, they may not be fast enough. But there should be a Castle Garenbrig coming up any time now. 48 cards still in. We've seen 4, so technically there's 44 I haven't seen. Over a quarter. Once this opponent figures out what they want to do, putting me to sleep. So it's a good thing I have a fresh cup of coffee. But yeah, overall, a very good chance to see things that I haven't seen by this point, and those things should be things that help me. Eventually. Maybe the clock ran down. Maybe they went AFK because they're scared. And they're mad that their duress, they paid 1 black to simply reveal my hand. Because I didn't have any non-creature cards in it. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Maybe they want to make me mad. Because they're mad and they're thinking that, oh, this person is just going to concede because I'm roping. Not the case, because I know what could potentially happen in the blink of an eye. That's funny. I like it. I don't know why they did that. Okay. I guess to get more cards in the graveyard, for the Graveyard Trespasser. That's pretty good. Okay, okay. Eventually. And we certainly could just be dead next turn. 2 Graveyard Trespassers plus the Goblin Reflection if it wants to attack. Oh, there's the Sylvan Scrying. Okay. What was I saying, folks? What was I saying? If we survive, they are dead. If we survive, they are dead. I mean, they probably have removal for Regisaur Alpha, instant speed, but strap yourselves in.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
I don't think they're dealing 15. Oh boy, this is fun. And this does bring me to the clip that I added just for tonight. I only added one of them, trying to populate it with a little bit more. But I think this case works out.
I don't care if it sings. I only care how it tastes.
That was from the show Invincible, for anybody that's seen that. But 3, 6, 9, 10, 12 might be just enough, as long as they don't play Shieldred. Oh boy. Oh boy. That'd be pretty cool. We don't have any creatures in our graveyard. Okay, okay. That's good. So we're not losing life. They can exile any card, but as long as it's not a creature, we don't lose a life. They don't gain a life. So 3, 6, 9, 11. If they play Shieldred, it will be a total of 13. Ooh, we might go down to 1 again. Wow. That'd be pretty sweet. But again, I just hope that I get some redundancy, some other creature that gives haste, another Regisaur Alpha or a Palani's Hatcher would be ideal. Or they could have a Stomp from Bone Crusher Giant plus Shieldred. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, they could play Shieldred and plus do the Stomp from Bone Crusher, and that would finish us off.
Don't push it. Don't push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Definitely giving them a war. I don't know what's taking so long. Maybe they're mad that they might be about to lose. Okay, 3. Okay, this is good. Oh. Alright, no removal. No instant speed removal. Don't do it. Don't do it. Here goes nothing. They gotta have instant speed removal. Would we have enough creatures to save ourselves? Ghalta, 3 Carnage Tyrants, Ancient Imperiosaur, and the Dinosaur token. I would imagine that might be enough just to block and live. We're about to find out. Maybe one of these days. Okay.
You won! You did it!
Oh. I don't know. Maybe it crept in. Maybe they started to realize what was about to happen. What did just happen? That was pretty cool stuff. You just gotta believe. Again, I was saying that fortunately it worked out, but I could have said that and things would have just gone bad. But I hadn't seen a Sylvan Scrying yet. Oh, it's gonna be good. We're gonna see a castle. We're gonna see a Sylvan to grab the castle. Might be a Commune to dig finally for that castle, because Commune didn't see any land. But I knew even though I didn't see a land, I got closer. I got closer to something good. Sadly, sending 2 Archdruid's Charms to the bottom But I didn't send to Sylvan. And that felt good. However, do I want to do anything? I kind of want to bring in Extinction Event. Possibly taking out the Graveyard Trespassers, Reflection of Kiki Jiki, even though it's transformed and it doesn't have a mana value itself. It goes by the mana value of the enchantment on the other side. So it has a mana value of 3, Glutton 3, but sometimes it doesn't matter. So there's that to consider. Ancient Imperiosaur, nah, we don't exactly need that. Get Extinction Event going. Trim a Surrak and Goreclaw too. Keeping it nice, big, hasty in general to start off with. And then again, trim the Imperiosaur, which is kind of a really good filler, a big extra creature that is a dinosaur that might be a little bit hard to target, that would have haste with Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha. But trim the 3 copies of that, 1 Surrak and Goreclaw to make the space for Extinction Event. Or maybe they're just mad. I'll take it. That's what you get if you're not fast enough. Oh, I'm trying to think if they could have done things a little bit different. Den of the Bugbear could have been nice. I feel like they could have made Den of the Bugbear creature. Reflection could have tapped to make a copy of the Trespasser. Something like that. Well, we'll see. But that was a pretty good example of things not looking too good. Not seeing Commune, Sylvan Scrying to begin with. Kind of sketchy maybe for some of you guys not as familiar with the deck, but I saw a lovely package of all big creatures, and I knew eventually I would get the stuff that would get me a land, or I would get that land specifically, but two Sunken Citadels. Just the fact that I only needed to naturally draw a castle or a Sylvan Scrying or that Archdruid's Charm. Chances are I would get a green source before another Cavern of Souls, but you never know. But yeah, good. This hand, beautiful. If the opponent hasn't simply gone AFK, I believe they ran the clock down, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But we munched on that opponent big time. Hopefully I bring in 3 bowls of porridge tonight. Maybe I'll do it one of these matches here. Once we get to the next one, perhaps. All right. Oh. Get the plane going. Oh, crashing and burning. Yeah, I don't know. Every so often I like to look over a specific batch of cards, artifacts that are cheap, mana value 3 or less, that maybe do a couple things. An artifact that gains life, which 3 bowls of porridge does. But just seeing if I miss something. Maybe it's been a month since I've looked at a specific criteria of cards, the whole grouping of them, and then I've made some changes since then, and something clicks. I'm like, oh yeah, this would work a little bit better for this variation and this specific mixture, but no, I certainly like keeping the mixture that it is now. Prosperous Innkeeper, I might trim, but of course if I didn't have Prosperous Innkeeper that previous game, I wouldn't have been able to pop off with Ghalta like I did. That was pretty sweet. Oh, hopefully it is regular Azorius control. Yeah, that's perfect. Excuse me. Lotus Field would be a little bit painful. Get the Underground Mortuary. Oh, well, no. We're not putting it into the graveyard. If I put a Cavern of Souls into the graveyard, maybe they would think, oh, this person has something bad. But this might just be 5-color Fires of Invention, that sort of thing. I'm tempted to go with Ghalta, but I have 2 Ancient Imperiosaurs. Maybe if one of the Imperiosaurs was Palani's Hatcher, Ghalta putting everything out, I would get to attack with it all. But I don't have that potential. It might just end up being Ghlata Stampede Tyrant, plus a couple Imperiosaurs. Nobody has haste, and then they sweep me. However, this is probably you know what. Fires of Invention, 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation, Leyline Binding, maybe coming in pretty hot for that Prosperous Innkeeper. Oh. Or this could be Transmogrify, or Indomitable Creativity. The possibilities are endless, but we would just be pretty much ending the opponents right here. Do I want to go with Ancient Imperiosaur? We can make 6. I might as well go Ancient Imperiosaur. I lose the treasure. That's fine. That's fine. We've got an 8/8. But with those 4 lands, I'm making 6. The next cavern is 7, and then the other cavern is 8. So eventually we'll get there. We'll get Tyrranax Rex next turn, and I just want to play something that pressure them a bit. Draw out a Supreme Verdict or something. Oh, look at that Deafening Clarion. 3 damage. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is scary. Scary stuff. Ooh. Ooh, packs a punch. What you gonna do? Sweep everybody or something. Oh boy. Analyze the pollen. Okay. Maybe searching for something scary. 5-color Niv Mizzet. Well, they can't play Niv Mizzet, so... Oh, okay. 5-color Widespread Thieving Niv Mizzet. I've faced this deck before. Whenever they cast a multicolored spell, they create a treasure token. Then they may pay 5, and if they do, they may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Now, Archdruid's Charm could take it out, certainly, but also I could just set up for a fairly lethal thing next turn. Let me think. Now, I just want to go with Tyrranax Rex, gain some life, smack him, attack him, and then maybe wait for Archdruid's Charm. Possibly. Go with Cavern of Souls, convoke the Innkeeper, we'll see. Niv Mizzet is something, but they are certainly dead, I would imagine. They're not coming back from that. They only have 1 treasure. That's it's not going to save them. Too late. Too slow. Ah, shucks. Smoked. Okay, hopefully I get pretty fortunate with as good a hand, but 5-color Niv Mizzet, a pile of good stuff. Niv Mizzet, Reborn, when it enters, reveal the top 10. For each color pair, they choose a card that's exactly those colors. Basically, they put a lot of stuff into their hand. It's not a pretty sight. All the best stuff in the various combinations. Do I like Extinction Event? Just basically do my thing. Would Hornet Queen be nice? Potentially. They have a bunch of flying creatures, but we saw the Sweeper. The basically useless Sweeper with Deafening Clarion, so that's not a problem. I'm kind of eyeing up Terra Sunder. Trim Surrak and Goreclaw. Yeah. Terra Sunder, of course, if we don't have a good target, artifact or enchantment for 1 in the green to exile. Eventually, down the line, we'll be able to cast it for 4 to kick it. Or you just give me another perfect hand. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. Well, it's not Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. We're 1 turn ahead. Lovely. Putting the 2nd Underground Mortuary into the graveyard because I don't need it anymore. Man, addictive. Sunken Castle Underground, 2 caverns now. Up the Beanstalk is, well, it's good. It's very good. I used it before in the past. Yeah. Commune with Dinosaurs. We're going, oh, we got it. We got it. That's basically it. They are about to die. Archdruids to grab the second Sunken. We have 2 plus Castle is 6. Underground plus Cavern is 7, 8. Oh boy. I bet they have something for someone, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I draw another creature with haste. I think it's basically guaranteed they have... we'll find out. We'll find out. They have some removal for Regisaur Alpha, but it might not matter too much at this point. They only have 3. And they don't have a source of light. Good, good. Oh, oh, ooh.
Ruthless aggression.
Oh, man. We're on fire tonight. Okay. Certainly living up to the munching on opponents title. I'm a little bit worried when I title something kind of specific like that and the thing doesn't happen. It's all good. Winning, losing, but it's even better when it works out, which it does usually seem to work out. But it is interesting. I was just checking the Discord there. But interesting that people rope a bit, they go AFK. It seems like it's become more common, perhaps. Or I'm just in a little streak of people doing that, because it never would normally happen. I don't exactly like it. I don't have a castle or a Sunken to start. Just a forest and a cavern is a little bit rough. No Commune with Dinosaurs, no Sylvan Scrying. If I had Archdruid's Charm, maybe instead of a Tyrranax Rex, that also would not be great. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's absolutely a keeper. Big time. Send... Kind of tempted to not send Ancient Imperiosaur to the bottom. You know what? We're going to send a Sylvan Scrying. We'll maintain Ancient Imperiosaur. That is always a creature. It's nice to have, but Sylvan Scrying is always a land because it can only grab a land. So there's a good chance that... Oh, there's a good chance that I would not need both Sylvan Scryings. Mono white humans, we could be just dead, sadly. But certainly Sylvan Scrying. Get that going, especially if they have you-know-who, Thalia, next turn. That would be rough. At the very least, we will be getting Carnage Tyrant. Carnage plus Prosperous Innkeeper. Oh! What did they just play? Thalia. Good. Beautiful. We got the Sunken for the turn. We got the Innkeeper. We get the treasure. Pack a punch. Prosperous Innkeeper. Hopefully the Brutal Cathar doesn't exile it. It's an early creature that gets me ahead one time with the treasure, but also can be a chump blocker for whatever creature is the biggest. Okay, good. I was a little bit worried. I was going to jinx myself again. What are they doing? That doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. I'm fine taking out the recruitment officer. Okay. I thought maybe they'd just attack with Thalia because she does have first strike. However, do I want to go Carnage Tyrant and grind all their aggression to a halt? Let's do it. Let's do it. We might not, but this is our best bet. You can't target it, exile it, whatever. As long as they have a bunch of small creatures, and only a few. What you gonna do about that? It's just unfortunate that Archdruid's Charm does cost 4 now, with the tax from Thalia. I might try and take somebody out. It would be the Copper Coat Vanguard. Big time. Adeline, okay. They're not attacking with Thalia or the Vanguard at all, which is good. It should buy us enough time, I would imagine. Oh, painful. The darn pesky Thalia. Huh. I would imagine they do it this turn. They're getting to a critical mass, making maybe both Mutavaults into creatures. They would become 3/2s with the bonus from the Copper Coat Vanguard there. Hopefully Thalia attacks. It would be nice to go with the Archdruid's Charm. Definitely. I would probably search for another Sunken. Maybe. Going to be mostly dead. Okay. Thalia it is. 9, 10. Down to 1. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Archdruid's Charm. Who do I want to take out? Can't pay an extra 3. I can't go with Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. I won't have enough total creatures to block now. Not quite gonna do it. But Extinction Event is going to pack a punch. We don't target them. Doesn't matter if they have hexproof, whatever, indestructible. Doesn't matter. You're gone. Hopefully it's fast enough. Ancient Imperiosaur, don't exactly need that. Sticking to that plan of trimming the Imperiosaurs and the one Surrak. Hornet Queen actually could be quite devastating, possibly more than Extinction Event. If we get that down, we just have a swarm of Death Touch creatures, and the opponent, usually mono-white humans, well, they don't have trample, so Death Touch, little things, should put in quite a bit of work, but I'll leave it with Extinction Event for now. Yeah, I can work with that. It's a little bit rough. It's going to be rough either way with the aggressive matchup, but 2 communes, we're going to be seeing that second land. Big time. Maybe not. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Phew. Hey, it is another Castle Garenbrig, but there we go. Hopefully drawing a Sunken Citadel. That'd be ideal. At the very least, Sylvan Scrying gets to grab it, and we're well on our way for that Archdruid's Charm. But I do have to keep in mind, I need a source of black. That darned Thalia. Kind of tempted to go with Commune. To see if a Sylvan... No. Maybe. Nah, I'm just going to go Sylvan Scrying, search for that Sunken Citadel, get it out of the way. Choose black when I play it next turn. I have my 3 sources of green for Archdruids, so we're safe. Maybe the source of black for Extinction Event. That might be nice. Hopefully. Maybe they're saving some mana for a big creature that... Okay, they're not. Might have been nice. Not too bad. Prosperous Innkeeper to get ahead a little bit. Have a blocker. Yeah, well, I like that. And we're getting pretty close to Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. If I draw another land that enters untapped, I could go Archdruids and Prosperous Innkeeper. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, or we might just not live long enough. Well, we'll block Adeline 100%. We'll name even to take out Thalia's Lieutenant and the Copper Code Vanguard, or we just don't get Extinction Event. Would have been nice to take out Thalia's Lieutenant, Copper Code Vanguard, and the 2 tokens. That would have knocked Adeline down a lot. That might have been a deciding factor. We would have had to sacrifice the treasure, unfortunately, but it would have taken out a lot. Enough. And Extinction Event doesn't care how big the creatures got. And certainly humans, mono-white humans, they can get pretty big with those counters. It's not pretty. Actually, I need more coffee. I like that. Yeah, we can work with that. Reasonable enough, at least. The Underground again is a Force-type land. Cavern of Souls, well, it doesn't give us a source of green for Archdruids. We might need more down the line. It would be pretty bad if I got... Oh, mono black waste not. Okay, Restless Cottage, we're getting there. Archdruid's Charm to grab Castle Garenbrig. And okay, Archdruid's Charm to not grab Castle Garenbrig, unfortunately. I hate Waste Not. Nuts. Archdruid's Charm gone, 100%, no question. Okay, not so bad. Hopefully they don't have another Thoughtseize, but they do have various other discarding spells. Things. Okay. Oh, they dodged a big bullet there. But let's make Restless Cottage a creature. I like that. Surprise. 1 card from a graveyard. Us, them. Let's get rid of that. And make a food. Okay. I finally made Restless Cottage into something. That's pretty decent. I'll take it. Maybe I should add a few more Restless Cottages. Oh. Trim Carnage Tyrant as well. Nate, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. Not so well, facing off against the classic mono black. Waste not. Discard. It is nice that I can play Palani's Hatcher big time. That's what I'm doing. I'm just happy I made Restless Cottage into something, I gotta say. Keep up the pressure, keep the zombies down. Hopefully. I would imagine probably both Ghlata Stampede Tyrant and Tyrranax Rex are gone next turn. But hey, then I won't have anything. And their discard spells will be dead. Useless. Make me sacrifice that egg. Do it. That'll make me discard. I'll go with Ghalta. If I get a Castle Garenbrig, I could play Ghalta. You know what? I'll get rid of Tyrranax Rex. I'll hope that maybe it lives, it survives. Okay, Archdruid's Charm. Well, this is getting interesting. Huh. Very, very interesting. Now the question becomes, who do I want to kill? What do I want to kill? Do I want to gain a bit of life? Pressure Liliana. That's a very real possibility. I'll attack her with both. I think both zombies would double block Palani's Hatcher. Or they have a bitter triumph. Okay. Okay, that's something. I also might just use Archdruid's Charm to take out Waste Not. Now we're just going to gain some life. Either way, it's going to be an uphill battle. A tricky spot. Okay. Well, we gotta go with Archdruid's Charm. Big time. Grab that Castle Garenbrig. So now I can play any creature I draw. That's a good position to be in. I can more than play any creature I draw, and I still have the Restless Cottage. I might make it into something, possibly. Want to take out that Liliana of the Veil, though. Hopefully Field of Ruin doesn't cause me too much trouble, but they could sacrifice it right now with their own Sunken Citadel. Not sure why they said oops. Kinda confused about that. Oh, okay. Well, how it's gone. I'll take it. Sylvan Scrying could have grabbed, I guess, another Castle Garenbrig. Huh. Maybe I'll do that, just in case they get another Field of Ruin. Big creature, big, hasty, let's go. I've seen plenty of lands at this point. Tyrranax Rex would be pretty lovely. Carnage Tyrant, sadly we do lose that guy. That guy. Hey, at the very least we force Liliana to do her minus. We keep her off the 6. It's not the worst thing in the world. Just gotta take out those tokens somehow. Extinction event. I could see it being kind of nice, but kind of... we'll see. We'll see. Commune with Dinosaurs should dig for something in the top 5. I'd be surprised if it didn't find it. That does not do the trick. Yeah, no, we're not going to be packing a punch, unfortunately. Okay. Ancient Imperiosaur. No. Surrak and Goreclaw. No. 3 bowls of porridge. No. Hornet Queen. Get that down. Don't have to worry about too much of those pesky zombies. Let's do Hornet Queen. I'm feeling Hornet Queen here. They don't have probably too much in the way of sweepers. I just get a bunch of that stuff down and maybe have nothing else left in my hand. And I certainly have a lot of creatures to sacrifice to Liliana's ability. Oh, yep, perfect, good, 100%. Big time. Sunken and castles, we're laughing. We don't have any big creatures, but we will be seeing those. 100%. We'll see what Thoughtseize gets rid of, or they could wait until they set up for a nice big play. Turn Sylvan Scrying into something. I say we do. Into another Sunken. Preserve the Archdruid's Charm to search for Ghalta. Sylvan Scrying can't search for Ghalta, but yes, Archdruids can. Do I want to take out Waste Not with an Archdruid's Charm? I kind of do. A little bit. Maybe. Nah, I'm just going to go with the Sunken Commune to hopefully dig for Palani's Hatcher, because I don't need any more lands. Hopefully we're good, but we're playing anything we draw at this point. Go blank. Kind of want to preserve Castle Garenbrig. One Archdruids and Surrak. They draw one card, they make one zombie. I'm okay with that. Okay. They would have more discarding things, big time. I like another Palani's Hatcher. I say keep Archdruids, see what they do. Maybe Archdruids to respond to take out Waste Not, or... yeah. I say we search for Ghalta. Or search for Hornet Queen. Or search for a land which they can't get rid of. You know what? I'll search for Ghalta. Preserve Palani's Hatcher. Either way, Archdruid's Charm was going away. So, probably would have been better to turn it into something that wasn't going to go away. But then Palani's would have gone away. So it could be nice to have both of them, I hope. Top deck another. Okay. That pesky Thoughtseize. I should have taken out Waste Not. I should have listened to my gut. At the very least, I can play Palani's Hatcher, which is pretty good off of the treasure that Prosperous Innkeeper makes. Might as well. Gain a bunch of life, get my hand emptied completely. Gyre Reach Sanitarium, unfortunately, could eventually force us to draw a card and discard. Not fun, but well, we'll see. Start taking out those zombies. Whittle away. Oh boy. I'm just happy to have nothing. That's really the name of the game. Happens pretty quickly, usually. Dump your hand and have the rest discarded. Demolition Field isn't too bad. It could take out Castle Garenbrig, but I have 2 castles and 2 sunken, so still plenty of mana potentially. Oh shucks, oh shucks. And more basics to grab. Big creature, no land. Archdruid's Child. Well, that's not a big creature, but it's not nothing. Oh boy. Let's get something good. My goodness, Faultborn Tyrant's going to be so nice. I didn't need a land, so that's not too bad. I'll wait and see if I gain some life. I would hope that Carnage Tyrant. Okay, not terrible. Nice-ish. Hopefully they don't have Fatal Push for the Innkeeper plus Liliana. Archdruid's Charm would have been nice to take out Shieldred. I got to admit, that would have been quite satisfying indeed. Oh, Tyrranax Rex to boot. I'll take it. Prosperous Innkeeper has drawn quite a bit of cards over the turn, so I think it could be okay. For one turn, we're safe to attack with everything. And because it is a lot of damage, Shieldred might take the incentive this turn to block one of those big things. That's the hope, at least. If I just wait and wait and wait, we might just be dead. Good. Good. Hopefully they don't have a replacement. I'm certainly crossing my fingers. I bet they have a replacement. Maybe? Commune with Dinosaurs. Let's go. Or an Archdruid's Charm. Archdruid's Charm really attacking with Carnage Tyrant. They block with enough creatures to trade with it, and then Archdruids takes out one of those creatures, and now they don't have enough to trade with it, and Carnage Tyrant is bigger and better. I hope they have some go blanks in their hand, and Thoughtseize is useless. Okay, 100% Palani's Hatcher, gain a bunch of life. I gotta say, Prosperous Innkeeper putting in the work in this match. Clawing our way back. Keep up that aggression at this point. I bet all of them block, which I would take out both zombies and Graveyard Trespasser. That'd be good. That'd be real good. Well, that's painful losing Regisaur Alpha. Now, the 3 zombies will combine to take out Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. That's okay. Zombies are gone. Maybe Graveyard Trespasser will be at some point. Hopefully. Ugh. Field of Ruin. It's going to take out Castle Garenbrig, I think. We could be a little bit messed up for making source. Okay, I like that. Big creature, big creature. Come on, Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. You can do it. Hasty. Let's go. That's not what I was hoping for. But we gained a bit of life, at the very least. Hold them all back, and somebody big. Somebody big. Don't discard Ghalta. Okay, good. A land. I don't need it. Not so bad. Might be mostly dead this turn with Aclazot's deepest, but playing the Graveyard Glutton. Yeah. 13. Okay. And gaining life with Aclazot's also painful. Big creature. Come on. Okay. Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. You can do it. You cannot do it. Well, we'll see. Maybe we get another Palani's Hatcher, possibly. That pesky. I had it. Darn. Technically, I didn't. They destroyed a land. I searched for a basic and I shuffled. So that Ghlata Stampede Tyrant likely wasn't the thing that was on the top of my library. We'll never know, unfortunately, but mono black waste not. Either you do it or you don't. Like any matchup, of course, but that one, it's try your best. Dump your hand as dinosaurs naturally want to do, and take out waste not a little bit sooner, possibly. Something like that. But it is always going to be a pretty painful matchup. All their sacrifice abilities, Liliana, Sheoldred's Edict, the Carnage Tyrants, they don't stick around all that often. But I am going to be sticking with this hand. 2 Castle Garenbrigs, Innkeepers, Sylvan Scrying. The opponent might be crying. Delver. Dimir Delver. Blue and black. Perhaps. Counter spells, I would imagine. I'm just happy that Delver's Secrets hasn't flipped the first turn or the second turn into the insect. Okay, Thoughtseize as well. We got a lot of good stuff. I think Sylvan Scrying is going away though. If they know what's good for them. Probably. Oh, it is silly. Silly in my mind. Underground Mortuary though. Keep Regisaur Alpha on the top. I like to... Well, we need more creatures at some point here. Hopefully they don't have another Thoughtseize. 100%. Sylvan Scrying next turn. Grab the Sunken. Excuse me, as our land for the turn. Maybe not. Got another one. Okay, just a Ledger Shredder. So maybe this is something involving Phoenix, perhaps. Or maybe not. You never know. At the very least, we can make 6 next turn, combine the Prosperous Innkeepers, which I could play both. If we see Ghlata Stampede Tyrant, we'll be able to play it. And the opponent could be dead, especially with that Regisaur Alpha. They don't know I have it, which is pretty good for us. But I'll just play the stuff, gain some life, buy some time. Not so much against the Delver of Secrets, just because, well, eventually they might be the Insectile Aberration. At least we'll see if it is Phoenix. I don't think so. Ledger Shredder is just a generally good creature, so if you're in blue and you have some spells, and they do it. Use it. Okay. Not too bad. I think we should be okay. At the very least, the dinosaurs can't be countered. Ancient Imperiosaur, we might actually get that down next turn, and it might be massive. If we can do it just right with Regisaur Alpha, plus the Prosperous Innkeepers, oh, you may not want to do that. We'll wait. Take it all. Oh, Archdruid's Charm. Now, this is... They only have one more thing. Let me see, how's that look? Regisaur to Innkeepers. 8, 6, 14. Do I like that? You know what? I kind of like that. Let's do that. Nope, don't tap Cavern of Souls. I got to do this in the right way. Nope, still not doing it in the right way, bud. Okay, good. Keep the Cavern of Souls as a source of red for Regisaur Alpha. Not that it matters too much, but here goes nothing. Gain a bunch of life. Bing, bang, boom. Lots of life. That's where it's at. Then, Ancient Imperiosaur. Okay, good. Really could have sacrificed the other treasure. Would have been slightly better damage-wise, but hopefully this does the trick. We did gain quite a bit of life. We're not quite dead yet. Hopefully we survive this. 3, 6, 9. Oh, okay. Man, that was a doozy. It was just so tempting because I was able to potentially grab Ghalta with Archdruid's Charm, but doing all the math there, having those treasures, and again, a very, very good pairing because the Innkeeper gets you 2 closer to Imperiosaur. 1 with the treasure, 1 with the creature itself to convoke, to play it. Very, very nice. But they got a lot of flying stuff, possibly, and those flying things could do me in. Ancient Imperiosaur, out of here. Hornet Queen, pack a punch. If we can land that Hornet Queen either through Cavern of Souls, I would imagine they have some amount of counter spells, but Just landing the Hornet Queen. Watch them scoop right there. You're not going to have enough removal. You're just going to have your aggression grind to a halt. But it looks like a pretty good hand. Forest, Castle Garenbrig, Sylvan Scrying again, Commune. We could wait to gain information. Maybe I draw a Sunken, and then Commune would... Well, Commune could be used to dig for something that isn't a land, but there we go. We're good. And we'll definitely turn Sylvan Scrying into the other Sunken. Just do it. Don't think about it. Straight up. Assemble the pieces. Lock it in. We know this opponent has Thoughtseize being Dimir Flyers, Dimir Delver, whatever you want to call it. However, I'm going to use another Sylvan Scrying, even though I don't need it, basically. Well, we know they don't have a counter spell. Cavern of Souls actually could be quite helpful down the line. It would help me to play Carnage Tyrant, but 100% it's got to be the second Sunken, and if they haven't killed me by that point, which they might not, they're dead. Oh, and the Hornet Queen. Beautiful. Alright, strap yourselves in, folks. The opponent is about to possibly lose. As long as they don't have Ether Gust, something that can send an uncounterable creature. I don't suspect that. But we're about to find out. Okay. Ooh, that's gotta be. Maybe they have a sweeper of some kind. I don't know. They certainly seem dead. Tends to do it. Whew. Alright, revenge. Revenge against that mono black waste not opponent. Deadly stuff. Oh, love it. Alright, a lot of interesting decks, which, as usual, that kind of condenses a bit, getting into Diamond, but for the most part, lovely stuff tonight. We got there again and again and again. And the Prosperous Innkeeper, I think tonight, the Prosperous Innkeeper really was the big all-star. Really should have brought in that port. You know what? Let's do one more. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday. I don't work tomorrow. Game 2, we're going to bring in 3 bowls of porridge. I haven't done it yet. I kind of want to play another match just to do that. Let's do it. Trim the 3 Ancient Imperiosaurs. Bring in the 3 bowls, and we'll be packing breakfast. And then we'll pack it in. Eventually. Need the Jeopardy's theme song. Do, 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 do.
I don't care if it sings. I only care how it tastes.
All right. Munching on this next opponent. Hopefully it's not Angels. We see the Sarah avatar. Not a pretty sight, and that hand is not a pretty sight with no lands. I mean, technically we got 1 land. Cavern of Souls is a no. No source of green. Yeah. Okay, it did get better. But the question becomes, I think, yeah. 1 cavern. Yeah. Really, I could keep both caverns. You know what? We're going to play it safe. Send both creatures to the bottom. I think that could work out. We'll see. Watch me get flooded completely. Able to play that Ghlata Stampede Tyrant, and then I'm just kicking myself. But, Commune. We dig. We turn it into a Sunken. And we turn it into a land which can't be discarded because we do see black. There could be Thoughtseizes coming up, but it's too late at this point. The only thing they can get rid of is an Archdruid's Charm, and now I'm basically flooded. What was I saying? But it's nice with Cavern. I can go Palani's Hatcher. Oh, they got Grixis, Vein Ripper. Okay, well, Palani's Hatcher is not... Okay, that's not good. Not good. Nope. I don't want to discard anything. Okay. That is something. Well, we'll go with Regisaur Alpha, I guess. Yeah, Lord Xander. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it. It is a vampire. People kind of used it a little bit. But yeah, when it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand. That's not nice. And now when it attacks this turn, we mill half our library. And then when it dies, we sacrifice half the non-land permanents we control. So it's just bad and bad and bad. Basically, I have to double block to take it out and hope for the best. Okay, good. I was a little bit worried with that final black. They might have a fatal push. Just yeah, we do what we got to do. Unfortunately. Now we could use Archdruid's Charm to search for Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. But then maybe we draw a creature that gives other dinosaurs haste. It's a very real possibility. Or they have a Thoughtseize. Or a Sheoldred. Maybe. That darn Nighthawk Scavenger though, that's getting big. Big and painful. Oh, Sorin and Lord Xander coming in hot again? I hope not. Oh, Olivia. Crimson Bride is a pretty sight. Okay, I get it. Not really the best game in the world, but well, we'll bring in 3 bowls of porridge, as I was saying. Trim Ancient Imperiosaur, and yeah, Extinction Event certainly probably would have been good, but just get the 3 bowls of porridge out of the way. Yeah, it does seem bad. 100%. If it didn't have Sorin Imperious Bloodlord, it would be not great. Not great at all. They wouldn't have gotten Lord Xander, Olivia. It would have been way too slow. And I'll keep it. Looks like a pretty decent, reasonable hand. Sunken Citadel, of course. Communes, and the 3 bowls of porridge. Perfect. They'll be scratching their head. Maybe they'll throw out an oops when I play the 3 bowls of porridge, or when they see it with a Thoughtseize, they'll get a chuckle out of that. At the very least, Commune, dig for something. Sylvan Scrying, hopefully it doesn't go away. I don't know, that's probably the biggest surprise for them. 3 bowls of porridge. It'd be funny if they discarded it, but that's not happening. Okay, give me perfection. Yeah. Turn Commune into a land. Need a land. Play it safe. I turned it into a land. Sylvan Scrying, okay, well, interesting. I'll take it. Now we're able to go Carnage Tyrant next turn. I would expect probably some sort of sacrificing stuff. Eventually I will be able to make 8 for Ghlata Stampede. Oh, give me another one, why don't you? But we'll go with Restless Cottage. I might draw a forest down the line. Restless Cottage always enters tapped, but the other Castle Garenbrig might not enter tapped, potentially. I don't think Carnage Tyrant is surviving. Something sacrificey. Liliana of the Vale. Or maybe it is because it has hexproof and they just can't do nothing. Oh boy. Nighthawk Scavenger it does have Death Touch. And what was I saying? Look at that Underground Mortuary. And the Archdruid's Charm. Okay, okay. Do I want to go and... I kind of want to go another Carnage Tyrant. Nah, you know what? Let's go with another Carnage Tyrant. Keep up the pressure. They don't have a Shieldred's Edict. Anything that can exile without targeting, so... Get a Flying Death Toucher out of the way. I know, I was going to use Archdruid's Charm for Ghlata Stampede Tyrant. That was just going to happen. I could have used it to take out the Scavenger, but I was preferring the grabbing of Ghalta. Hopefully. Oh, okay. 3 bowls of porridge. We're sacrificing the 3 bowls of porridge because it spoiled in the pot. We don't want to eat it. We don't want to play it. We don't want to use it. There you go. Thumbs up. Yeah, I like that. No, I couldn't have used Restless Cottage. It would have been Sunken Citadel, Underground Mortuary, and a castle. Then Restless tapped. I would have had Castle Garenbrig and 1 Sunken left. I was a little bit worried. The porridge was spilled. It dumped off the table into the garbage bin, which is kind of like the graveyard. Bloodletter of Aclazods. Kind of want to kill that with Archdruids. Okay. Oh, what if we got lethal? Archdruids to kill the Bloodletter, Restless Cottage into a creature. Boom. Dead. Done. See ya. Good game, bud. Oh, shucks. Okay. Phew. Pack a punch. Pack a punch. Lovely to have that Restless Cottage. Huh. Interesting. Do I want to do anything different? Basically, I just have to hope that they don't get Sorin, but they have lots of big creatures. Do I want Extinction Event? Vampires? I would imagine the Vein Ripper is in the mixture with Sorin. That seems like a guarantee. Okay, we did the 3 bowls of porridge thing. Get that out of there, bring an Extinction Event, which is certainly going to be more helpful than the porridge. Yeah, the porridge is out because I don't have anything, any replacement porridge. That's why it's not in for game 3. Yeah, that's why. But it does look like pretty good porridge with the berries or whatever sprinkled in. I love blueberries. Blueberries and raspberries. Oh, that's like the same hand, basically. Eventually, it's probably going to be good. Fortunately, that happened. Now, the question becomes with the 2 stuff. Certainly, I would imagine Sylvan Scrying is more helpful than the Prosperous Innkeeper. But I have a Sunken already. I only need to use 1 Sylvan to grab the 2nd Sunken. So Prosperous Innkeeper would be better. But if I didn't have a Sunken at all, I would probably want both Sylvans to grab both Sunkens. And then I would put Prosperous Innkeeper to the graveyard. Now I think we have to keep Cavern of Souls. Yeah. They have Thoughtseize stuff. Oh, okay. I think that was the perfect thing for it. I was already planning it, and then I just simply top decked the 2nd Sunken, and now I don't need Sylvan Scrying whatsoever. I mean, it's a nice thing to have. Sunken Citadel was going to be our land for the turn. So, pack a punch with Ghalta. They could have Thoughtseize, but they haven't used Thoughtseize yet. So that makes me suspect that they don't have it. and maybe, just maybe, Ghlata Stampede Tyrant is gonna live. Okay, it won't. It's gone. Oh. I was gonna play the UFC clip, but okay. Oh, that's what you get, bud. Peace. See you later. I like Restless Cottage. Maybe. Let's go Restless Cottage. That was a pretty big all-star. We do need a source of black. I can't make 8 next turn. I can't make 7. I could make 6. If I draw a Carnage Tyrant, I go Restless Cottage. Plus the 2 Sunkens and Castle for Carnage T. Okay, we no more lands. Don't give me more lands. Don't do it. Underground Mortuary, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Fired up, ready to go. Let's give something that gives us haste. But it seems like they probably have some sort of removal. They haven't done a whole lot yet. Okay, or we do that. Let's go. Let's go. Just attack with Ghalta because Kalitas would block the token, I'm sure. Oh boy, that might be it. What's it gonna be? Oh, you want to barf big vampires, and then you don't barf big vampires, and then you don't do a whole lot. You better have removal for Ghalta. Play the Vein Ripper. You got 6. Oh. Interesting. I like a good T-Rex. Now, would that be it? Life games? I think so. Well, we're about to find out. Should be lethal. Pretty sure. Maybe not. Just with how life gain all works in. Yeah. Okay. That's something. Just too bad I couldn't make Restless Cottage into a creature.
You have no power here.
Oh my goodness. Commander Crane, 100% thank you. I can't thank you enough. You were the good luck charm. You said their deck seems bad without Sorin, and then they didn't get Sorin, and I made them soar. And my dinosaurs were soaring to crazy amounts of damage, as they tend to do. Oh, that was picture perfect. Dinosaurs are better than vampires. Dinosaurs eat anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Chomp them. Vampires probably aren't that tasty, I would imagine, but, well, hey, we didn't eat porridge tonight, but I did eat a lot of opponents, so a fantastic, lovely nightcap, I think. Commander Crane, Nate, Punk Monk, anybody else watching right now later on, thanks for watching. Take a big bite out of that like button. I keep doing my thing often enough for me, and I think perhaps often enough for some of you guys if you decide to do it. Okay. Peace. Have a good one.